Hi. Welcome to Dr. Costine's commentary. My name is Dr. Lauren Costine, and I'm really glad that you're here today. I've been talking a lot about LGBT history and myth recently, and I wanted to add a little bit to the piece I was saying about Augustine. So one of the really important components about Augustine that is important is not only was he had a lot of issues around sex, and he thought that lust was the worst of all the seven deadly sins. He believed that if we couldn't control our lust, that we were weak. And you know, he believed in this self-will concept, which we know has been handed down through Western civilization as well, that we should be able to like control all of our impulses and all of our unconscious desires, and you know, stuff that we know today from a psychological perspective is not even remotely that simple. He also believed, and this is very, very interesting, I think, is that because Jesus was born from a virgin, supposedly, that he was free of this lust because he was not born from lust. So he was the only one on the planet that was not influenced by lust and was therefore, you know, obviously special on multiple levels, but he was also the only one that was exempt from this problem. And he and Augustine also was a big believer in the myth of Adam and Eve, and he really believed that Eve was, by eating the apple offered to her from the snake, was at fault for the downfall of mankind, and why we were all shunned from this utopia and had to live on Earth the way it is today. So these are all important components to kind of keep in mind when you're understanding the history of LGBT people and homophobia and heterosexism and lesbian phobia and all the phobias that we deal with, because when sex is demonized so much by people that have so much influence on the development of the way that people think, and then you look at a certain group of people as only being sexual creatures, it's going to continue to influence the demonization of those said people. So again, we're continuing to paint the picture. Obviously, I'm doing some broad strokes here. I'm not getting into all the major nuances, but to paint the bigger picture of what happened and why we are dealing with what we're dealing with today. Thank you.